Bill O'Reilly here, Friday, April 1st, 2022. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening this week in America. Inflation now costing families about $400 each month. COVID surging in Europe again. Studies show a quick walk can add years to your life. New survey ranks the most expensive cities on Earth. Also, the message of the day, update listeners, sound off. But first, the average American household now spending $433 extra because of record high inflation. Thank you, President Biden. That's $5,200 a year slashed from the average family budget. Bloomberg magazine ranking the states with the worst price increases, hardest hit, New York, California, Florida, Massachusetts, Wisconsin. Prices in the Badger State up 8% across the board. Residents there also paying 40% more for fuel this winter. The pandemic returning to Europe, new cases of COVID up 60% in the UK compared to February. Germany confirming its highest infection rate since the COVID outbreak began in the spring of 2020. The continent now reporting 1 million cases every day. Back in the USA, the FDA approving a second booster from Pfizer and Moderna. Scientists believe the fourth injection lowers the risk of contracting severe COVID by 90%. You can still get it, but it's not as bad if you're vaxxed. Researchers at Cambridge University claiming a 7-minute daily walk can reduce risk of an early death by 30%. Adding a 90-second jog to that routine lowers the chances of a heart attack by another 21%. So it's 50% if you take a 7-minute walk and jog a little. Just half of Americans get more than 6 minutes of exercise every day. 70% of all Americans are categorized now as overweight. A survey from Economist magazine ranks the most expensive cities on Earth. Top 5, New York City, Hong Kong, Zurich, Switzerland, Paris, and the number 1 most expensive city, Tel Aviv, Israel. Wow. Housing on this planet is difficult to say the least, but in San Francisco, it is colossally expensive. The average home in the city by the bay sells for $2 million. But why would you buy in San Francisco? If you're homeless, the city will give you money, free money. In a moment, update listeners have their say. Right back. As you know, inflation is almost out of control thanks to the policies of this administration. Retirement accounts are especially vulnerable right now because when inflation goes up, your dollar savings go down. So how do you protect your hard-earned wealth? Please call the people I trust at American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts against inflation by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver, and they make it easy. They are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. All it takes is a quick call, and they will deliver physical gold and silver right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. Plus, tell them O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $1,500 of free silver on your first order. So please don't wait. 877-444-GOLD Gold or text GOLD to 65532. Again, 877-444-GOLD or text GOLD to 65532. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. Listeners sound off. We do this each Friday. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. That's easy, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Name and town if you wish to opine. Let's kick it off with Wayne in Key Largo, Florida. What President Biden and his administration are doing about the problem at the border is terrible. It is a willful failure to enforce immigration law. It is absolutely an impeachable offense, but we'll never see that happen because of Congress. Well, not so fast, Wayne. If the Republicans take the House and the Senate in November, there may be impeachment on the border and immigration law. I don't think it will happen, but it's possible because you're correct. The President of the United States is not enforcing immigration law. It is a willful failure. It's a serious situation, my God. All right, let's go to Emil, lives in Durango, Colorado. Beautiful town. Bill, I'm afraid the Republicans will do nothing about our southern border. Well, Emil, under President Trump, the migrant waves were pretty much stopped because Mr. Trump made a deal with the president of Mexico, Obrador, that he would slap tariffs on Mexican goods unless Obrador used the Mexican military to secure the southern border with Guatemala and the northern border with the USA. Obrador did that under duress. But as soon as Biden came into office, the Mexican army was pulled away because Joe Biden doesn't care about the border. It's an open situation down there, and that is the truth. Steve, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Do Mickey and Minnie Mouse still exist within the Disney circle of influence? Since the 1950s, Mickey was considered male, Minnie female. How would the current Disney Corporation define Mickey and Minnie today, gender-wise? You know, Steve, I don't even want to think about it. The Disney Corporation is killing itself. The backlash against the woke people running Disney is going to be ferocious. You can't indoctrinate 5-year-old children, and that's what Disney wants. Lisa, Montreal, Canada. Bill, in your message of the day, you claim that a good argument can be made that Senator Manchin, a Democrat, is saving the USA. But what about him voting for a far-left Supreme Court nominee? Good question, Lisa. And you have to consider that Manchin is still a Democrat, and all the Democrats will vote to confirm the new Supreme Court nominee. So if he goes away from that, he'd almost have to leave the Democratic Party. And I suspect he may. I suspect Joe Manchin might switch parties to become a Republican. That is speculation. I don't have any inside information. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve that message by putting it together. If you would like more honest news analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com, where you can actually see me on television. In a moment, something you might not know. Supply chain issues have been a catalyst to bring high-tech manufacturing back to the USA. My tech guy, the founder of Brownstone Research, calls it the Great Recalibration and discusses it in his new newsletter, Near Future Report. For 35 years, Jeff Brown has helped his subscribers safely navigate volatile times to preserve and grow wealth. He also answers your most pressing questions, like how to protect your retirement from inflation. What are the implications of a new digital currency and the Great Reset? What will the Fed do with interest rates? And what's going to happen in the stock market this year? Brownstone Research has been at the forefront of major market moves for 35 years. Let Jeff help you by signing up for his newsletter today at a 75% discount, a 12-month subscription, only $49. So please go to jeffbrowntech.com. jeffbrowntech.com, jeffbrowntech.com. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. America is the wealthiest country in the history of the world. Private assets now top $141 trillion, and that is growing. The median income in the USA stands at $67,000 a year. That means 50% of us make more, 50% less. For this super rich, that type of money is made in less than a day. Here are the wealthiest celebrities in the USA ranked by their net worth. First up, politicians, the top 5. Nancy Pelosi, her husband made all the money. Mitt Romney, family money. Michigan House member Paul Mitchell, Virginia Senator Mark Warner. Number 1, Florida Senator Rick Scott, his total worth $260 million. He made his money in the healthcare industry. Next, sports stars. Basketball player Stephen Curry, $100 million in assets. Kevin Durant, another basketball player, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, and the legendary Tom Brady. But the top spot goes to LeBron James. The basketball star takes in major dollars from the Los Angeles Lakers, product endorsements, and his movie studio. LeBron James is worth $1 billion. Finally, actors, performers, top 5, Adam Sandler, worth $420 million. Mel Gibson, $450. Robert De Niro, $500 million. George Clooney, $600 million. But the richest actor in the world, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is worth more than $800 million. Wow. And here's something else you might not know. Even for the poorest Americans, the living standard here is better than anywhere else in the world. 97% of Americans living below the poverty line have a cell phone, 99% a refrigerator, 98% cable TV, 92% internet, 70% have at least one car. These, again, are the poorest Americans. According to the UN, the poorest 20% of us are wealthier than the average European. We have more assets, better access to health care, and enjoy twice the living space than those in Europe. Back after this. When running a business, HR issues can kill you. Wrongful termination, wage requirements, labor regulations. An HR manager's salaries aren't cheap, an average of $70,000 a year. Bambee, spelled B-A-M-B-E-E, was created specifically for small business. For just $99 a month, you can get a dedicated HR manager, craft HR policy, and maintain your compliance. With Bambee, you will change HR from your biggest liability to one of your biggest strengths. So get Bambee today, $99 a month, no hidden fees, and you can cancel anytime you want. Visit Bambee.com/Bill right now to schedule your free HR audit. That's Bambee.com/Bill, spelled B-A-M to the BEE.com/Bill. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.